Well, you've been sued by an original creditor. Not talking about a debt collector or a debt buyer, but an original creditor, Capital One, Discover, Bank of America, American Express, whoever it is. And you've gone through your 5 options. What are you going to do? And you decide, you know what? I'm going to settle this case. And I'm going to do it on my own. So how do you do that? Well, obviously I don't represent you, so I can't give you specific advice in your unique situation. But let me give you some general thoughts about how this is typically done. So you've got to figure out, what are you willing to pay? And you can do that in a lump sum, so all at once, or monthly payments, where every month you're making a payment. Generally, this is a lot cheaper. Okay? You get a discount when you do money all at once. If you're paying it over 2-3 years, then you're generally going to pay the whole amount. All right, so you figure out, well, what can I afford? You talk to the lawyer on the other side, and you work out an agreement. Well, then you've got to get that in writing. Okay, and it's not that at least the Alabama collection lawyers I deal with, it's not that they would lie to you, but sometimes people misunderstand. And so they sue you for $5,000, and you believe you're paying, let's say $3,500, and you're settling it, and the lawyer thinks, no, this is a partial payment. Well, don't let yourself be put in that position of, was it a partial payment? Was it a full settlement? What was it? Get it in writing. Now, it doesn't have to be some long scroll signed in blood or anything. It can be an email, but just get it in writing. So it's very clear what the terms of settlement are. Here's what you're paying. Here's when you're going to pay it. Here's how you're going to pay it. In other words, you're doing it over the phone, online, a personal check, cashier, certified check. How are you getting the money to them? And then what will they do when you get that money to them? Are they dismissing the case without prejudice? I wouldn't be interested in that. That means they can sue you again. Are they dismissing the case with prejudice? That means it's over. What are they doing with your credit reporting? What are they doing about taxes? So you've got to answer these questions and know what's going to happen before you settle, because you don't want any surprises. And then once you get that documented, so you figured out what you want to do, you talk to a lawyer, you get it in writing, and then you actually execute on it. So you get them the money by the time they say. And then you've got to make sure that they dismiss the case in the right way. If they are supposed to do anything with your credit reporting, they let you know. If they're supposed to do anything with taxes, they let you know. So in other words, make sure they uphold their end of the bargain. And I will just say this about credit reporting. Generally, original creditors, if they sue you and you don't have any claim against them, they're not going to delete the credit reporting. But here's what you can do, is you can make sure the credit reporting is accurate. So you're sued for $5,000, you work out a deal for $3,500, you hand them the $3,500, and then what's supposed to happen to your credit report? Well, let me ask you this question. Once you pay them that money, and normally if you do a cashier's check, like the next day, boom, they dismiss the case with prejudice, case is over. How much do you owe them? Do you owe them $0 or do you owe them $1,500? I think you owe them $0. Right? You owed $5, but they said, tell you what, you pay us $3,500 and we're all squared away. Well, once you pay $3,500, you owe them $0 now. Well, your credit report should reflect that. So after you pay it, you pull your credit report, a couple weeks, couple months later, you look on there and it says you owe $5,000. Well, that's not true. What if it says you owe $1,500? Well, that's not true either. It needs to say you owe $0. Now it'll also say something about settled in full for less than full amount, or some kind of language like that. But what I would suggest definitely focus in on is, what is the current balance? Is it $0 or is it $5,000 or $1,500 or whatever it's going to say? I think it should be $0. If it's not $0, then you need to dispute that through the credit bureaus. We have other videos on that. So I hope that this is helpful if you're handling a case on your own, give you some kind of framework or at least some questions to ask. And if you decide in going through this, maybe you want some help or you want to get some coaching from us on this, just give us a call. 205-879-2447 or alabamaconsumer.com will get you to us. And we're happy to chat with you, help you if you live in the state of Alabama. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.